Hey, thanks for joining me on Wheel Good Time, and today we have an extremely exciting episode. Today we are talking about the Extreme Bull Griffin. Is this wheel going to be a true lynx killer, or is it going to be what some naysayers are calling a cheap imitation? We're going to talk about the three things that Extreme Bull absolutely has to do in order for this Griffin to be a lynx killer. Let's talk about it. This is Wheel Good Time. The Extreme Bull Griffin has been announced, and it is exciting. The Griffin is expected to be 90 pounds, and they're still working on some weight-saving measures to bring it down closer to 90 pounds. It has a 20-inch tire, just like the Lynx. It has a smart BMS, just like the Lynx. But here's the kicker about this wheel. It comes with a 4,000-watt motor. That is 800 watts more than the Leaperkim Lynx. But wait, there's more. The Griffin also has the option to put on a 4,500-watt tile-type motor, the exact same one that the ET Max has. This one is also waterproof. I realize that the ET Max 4,500 watt motor is obviously going to be a little bit more heavy than the 4,000 watt motor that it comes with originally, but the trade-off to me is a no-brainer. If you're given the option of 500 extra watts plus with the tile type motor, you're getting more power per watt. This thing is going to be bonkers amount of power, almost as much as the ET Max, but the weight on it is going to be a lot lower. Again, the ET Max is like 104 pounds, if I remember right. And with the Griffin, it's 92 pounds, and when they release it, they're hoping to get it down to even 90 pounds. The power to weight ratio shows that this may be as powerful or just close to as powerful as the ET Max. But one of the big differences between this and the ET Max is that we have the hydraulic type suspension with 100 millimeters of suspension travel. That is a little bit more than the Lynx. Anyway, I digress. The point is, if given the choice between the two, I would definitely 11 times out of 10 choose the ET Max motor with 4,500 watts over the non-waterproof 4,000 watt motor. Let's talk about some of the concerns I have with the Griffin. Concern number one, the battery boxes are just rather narrow. This is the exact same kind of battery boxes that the ET Max and the Extreme have. And frankly, it just makes it hard for there to be any pad mounting on this type of wheel. It's just that the pads are going to be leaning way, way off to the front or back, and that just makes it difficult for them to hang on. The other concern, which isn't really a concern of mine, but some people have expressed this concern since the announcement of the Griffin, and that is that the battery boxes are potentially mounted quite low. Being that this wheel is supposed to be a trail wheel, at least in part, that makes it kind of difficult because you're going to be potentially risking clipping your pedals. Not awesome. But that's not necessarily going to be a huge problem. It's just something that some people have worried about, and it might relegate this wheel to be something that is better suited for the street rather than trails. Finally, my last concern with the Griffin is that the weight-saving measures that are being taken might be using lower quality materials just to get that weight down. Now, the whole point is to get the weight down as low as possible to be similar to or better than the 88-pound Lynx. And with that, we have some front and rear handles that are made out of plastic, at least in the marketing photos. Now, these are pre-production prototypes, so that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the lower quality plastic, but it looks like it's just not going to be very durable. I could be completely wrong about that. I could be totally off base, so just take that with a grain of salt. Oh, not so fun fact, by the way. Did you know that only about 20% of the viewers of my videos are subscribed to this channel? That's kind of pathetic. Do you think you could help me out? And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Let's talk about the 3 keys to success for the Griffin. I was gonna say these are the 3 things that Extreme Bull has to do in order to dominate the Lynx. That sounds a little inflammatory, and I'm okay with that. Key number 1, waterproofing. This is the one thing that Extreme Bull is going to have to do prior to release. They have to get it IPX6 minimum independently certified in order to be competitive against the Lynx. This is supposed to be a trail wheel, and in the year 2024, almost every EUC is going to be waterproof. The Lynx is IPX6 waterproof rated, and so they're going to have to match that because Honestly, people just require waterproofing. If you're going to be riding in the rain at least a little bit, this is gonna have to happen. There is absolutely no compromise here. In order to compete, in order to be successful, there has to be waterproofing. As it stands right now, the Griffin is supposed to have waterproofing to the level of the Commander GT, which, let's be honest, is not very good. The power button and the spin kill button are the two locations, in my opinion, where water is most likely to ingress into the motherboard compartment. I think that's something that they could possibly remedy before they release this wheel. Key to success number 2 is that they have to improve the firmware. Do you know what je ne sais quoi means? I don't know what it is. No, literally, that's what it means. It's that indescribable feeling that you can't quite put your finger on it. And that's something that the Lynx and other Leaperkim wheels are really good at. They just have that feeling, something about it. I believe that can be pinpointed to the firmware. The pedal behavior on the Lynx is second to none. Specifically, what I'm referring to is that when you're riding in soft mode on a Leaperkim wheel and you accelerate, the wheel will tilt forward. But when you stop accelerating, it goes right back to the location that it was previously. That's the location that you have it set to. Whereas with Extreme Bull and Begode wheels, once you accelerate hard, it takes a really long time to go back to the preset level that you have your pedals set at. And that is a bit problematic. It's just a bit unrefined. Let me show in a couple videos what I mean by this. The first video is going to be of the Lynx, where I am accelerating at nighttime, and you can just see with the pedal behavior that it goes down when I accelerate, and then when I'm not accelerating very quickly, it pops right back up. The next video is going to be of the GT Pro, where I'm accelerating and decelerating quickly. And when I stop doing that, it just kind of stays in that position for an exceptionally long, kind of annoyingly long time. This is a pedal behavior that is very common, and it's accepted by people who own Extreme Bull and Begode wheels, but it's something that is going to have to be fixed, something that's going to have to be upgraded to really compete against the Lynx and have a super high degree of success. The third and final key to success for the Griffin is going to have to be quality control improvement. Leaperkim has quite the reputation for having just outstanding quality control. They have a checklist on every single wheel that has the serial number attached to it, where someone has by hand gone through the entire quality control checklist process, which I think is like 10, 11 different points, and it's pretty thorough. Now, Extreme Bull, they put a sticker on there that says QC passed, but is that really enough? Out of the 5 big EUC companies, Extreme Bull is on the lower end when it comes to quality control and reliability. And it's just a somewhat unacceptably high number of people that are reporting loose motor bolts, missing screws, failed controllers, etc. It's just a bit higher than the other brands. And if Extreme Bull can increase their quality control and reduce the amount of warranty claims, then they can really increase consumer confidence. And that is the third and final key that has to be done in order to have a high degree of success and destroy the Lynx. The fourth key to success, and this is just a bonus one, this is not something that they absolutely have to do in order to have a high degree of success, but that is that they need to extend the warranty to 2 years. Every other EUC company, with the exception of Kingsong, has extended their warranty to 2 years and 18 months for other things such as the motor and batteries. But the fact is that we only have a 1-year warranty on Extreme Bull wheels, and that really could be improved. I think if they extend it to 2 years, then it will dramatically increase consumer confidence and give them success. Personally, to me, the Griffin looks to be an exceptionally awesome EUC. I'm really excited about it. I think this wheel is going to be really cool. Among the 3 keys to success, and the bonus one, there's only one that has to be done prior to the initial release of the wheel, and that is waterproofing. The other 2 things, increasing quality control and improving the pedal behavior and the firmware, those can be remedied sometime down the road, but they have to have waterproofing. There is no exception. I'm super thankful that they finally have put Smart BMS in this wheel. It's the very first one that they've ever put a Smart BMS on one of their EUCs, so I'm really tickled about that. What do you guys think about the Griffin? Is this a cheap knockoff of the Lynx, or is this a true Lynx killer? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget your coupon code WheelGoodTime wherever you're buying an EUC, because there's a good chance that you're going to be able to save some money and directly support the channel. So thank you. If you're interested to see what my true feelings are about the Leaperkim Lynx, make sure you check out this video right here. That's all for today's video. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.